May 4th, 2023. How's it going, guys? Well, I got another video for you. I was coming back down 47th Street, and I seen something kind of odd. I mean, there's nothing really here odd in Kansas City, right, guys? But I'm coming back down 47th Street here, top of the hill, and I see a Raytown school bus. And this gal, she's out of the school bus. She's got it backed in over by the trash bin. Up here by that Blue View Shopping Center, off to, well, it would be off on the left-hand side. It'd be on the, let's see, it'd be the north side of Blue View's Shopping Center, that other small part of it. So I got thinking about this. I thought, well, why would you be parked over there by that, I don't know, trash bin? It just seemed very odd. Now, why I look at stuff like this is because about a year ago I was out there at Waterfall Park, and there was a lady driving a school bus, and she was actually drinking alcohol. Yeah. Now, she didn't have no kids. She was probably off duty at the time, but I'm sure she was going to have to pick them up at a certain time. But she was out there in her school bus drinking alcohol at Waterfall Park. So when I seen this morning up here by this trash bin, this is where I've also caught them crawling into the trash bins and other stuff up there at Blue View. And I thought, Raytown School. Raytown School District. A lot of drugs, a lot of other stuff goes on too. And I don't know. I just thought it was kind of weird. I'm going to show that. Also had another vehicle that had an expired temp tag in front of me, which is all over here still, that they're not enforcing getting enough of this out. But it had also, the back window was busted out of it on top of it. And it dated back to 22. I'm going to show that too. We've had other multiple things going on. Every day that I went to the zoo, there's been massive sirens out there. I'm not talking about just doing the tornado siren that they do to check things out. Every day when I've got out at that parking lot, there's been massive sirens going off. And I mean from like police, fire trucks, stuff like that. So I haven't shown that, but yeah, it's not good, guys. And actually, I had out here last night, there was another one. They picked somebody up next door over here. Now, over here at this one over here, there's a elderly nurse that I think is having some problems, but several other people live over in that house now too, where it's kind of, I don't know. We have multiple people in all these houses out here. Now this house is owned. The other ones I talk about, where they have the 8, the 11 people, all the other ones, they're just, all the other ones, a lot of the other ones through here are rental properties. Not good, guys. And I also found out something too. It was out at Waterfall Park. I thought that was going to be some more shopping centers or something, some new shops or something to be cool. That's going to be an apartment place out there. Oh boy. Anyway, I'm going to show this. I'm going to show this deal on this. Like I say, it just got to me on that. Oh, and yesterday also, when I was starting under 63rd Street, there was a, I don't know, like a paramedic truck or kind of like an ambulance, something. I think it was Kansas City, Missouri, and there was a Kansas City, Missouri police officer vehicle back behind it. Now, they get down there and panhandle, and one thing I thought was odd is when I pulled up to this is another weird thing. These firefighters, they were laughing, they were giggling and laughing. And even last night over here, they must be taking happy pills or something, because I don't think it'd be funny you go out on all these people that are in misery and stuff, be laughing all the time. I mean, don't want them unhappy, but you know, it just looked kind of weird to me. So I get down here And got this one guy, he's always sitting in between 63rd Street. Now, he's always just panhandling, this one guy is. Yeah, he's like a regular down there. But what I couldn't figure out is what they were doing over at the other side because this other guy, there was another homeless guy walking. Now, I don't know if they'd put somebody in the vehicle or not. There could have been another one. But this guy looked able-bodied. He didn't look sick. He didn't look anything. I did a deal a while back on a video where this lady was holding her like her lower stomach and stuff, and she had her eyes closed by this guy, and this guy was talking to her. And it didn't look good. It looked like she was in pain. But I mean, it's good to go check this stuff out. But I mean, if they're walking around stuff like that, this didn't look like that. So I don't know. So I'm going to show a few of these clips, and we'll get started, guys. Okay, guys. Now this is up by that Blue View Shopping Center. This is on the north side, and I'll get my trusty pen out here, orange pen out here. Now that's the dumpster right there. And this is a Raytown school bus. There was a lady over here, and I just thought that was weird. I've never seen a school bus set off back over there before, especially a Raytown school bus. I don't know. I mean, some of this stuff gets more strange. That's pretty strange. But like I said, when I was out there, this is probably like about a year ago, this one gal must have let off her kids and stuff, and she was out there, she was drinking there at a Waterfall Park at her school bus there. I don't know. So hold on. Okay, guys. So I got the identification number covered up. See, it's 2022. And this whole window is gone. This whole back window is busted out. I don't know. I can't imagine, a police vehicle not checking these vehicles out, at least like it looks like that. I mean, who's to say somebody didn't steal this thing? And it's 2022? I mean, come on. I mean, common sense here. At least check something out like this. Shouldn't be out on the road anyway. It's not tagged. We don't even know if this is even a legit temp, but it's expired anyway. With the back window busted out. Hold on. Okay, guys. This is from yesterday evening, last night. From next door here. Like I say, this is more of a elderly person here. Like I say, there isn't hardly nothing left around the area. This house over here is not a rental property, but it's still got a lot of people that live over there now, which is kind of strange. And this was also where they had the church survivalist group got into it over here and killed someone. This is what prompted me to actually put the security cams up in front of my house. Independence was out here for like 6 hours. The body was about 8 feet from my property line. So that's why I put all the cameras up. And you've also seen some of the stuff that I posted between the dog that they killed out here in 47th Street because they were dealing drugs. You've seen the guy slamming his head down into 47th Street on the meth. I mean, this not good here in Kansas City on some of this stuff. All right, guys, I'm back. A couple other things I want to talk about. That ambulance that left the road that was bringing a patient back. I just find that very odd. And, there's usually only two things that happen, just like in an airplane. You either have a mechanical failure or it's human error. Nothing in between. It's either one or the other. Now, I know that they said that this was underneath the speed limit. And then they said the person driving the vehicle was 21. But then how much time had they had logged in driving a vehicle and had that been any length of distance. You know, driving in the city and driving out on the highway for long distances is a whole nother thing too. I bring this up too because my dad, he had two bypasses, and he had to have one down at Columbia. On the second one, he didn't make it, but he was halfway like on a respirator, and we had to get him brought back up here. They actually brought him back from Columbia, and he did. Once we got him back up here, it was probably maybe 24 hours before he died. And I don't know. I just get to think about this, and to me, something don't jive on all of it. Because if anybody's ever driven any vehicles, whether it be like a U-Haul vehicle or anything like that, even if the wind's blowing, I mean, you would have to be in. I mean, you'd have to check the conditions. I'm sure they could go back and look at the weather, you know, and see at that time period how fast was the wind blowing? Was there heavy gust? Was there not heavy gust? I mean, something don't seem right on all this. Did somebody fall asleep? You know, I mean, they said that they were only in. I think they said they only into was it 6 hours or 8 hours of the deal? But still, I don't know. Like I say, that just seems a little bit strange to me on all of it. And then we had this Denny's here in Kansas City, up here by the stadium, burned down this morning, I guess. Me and my son, we went up there, eaten up there before, and I don't know. It just makes me think about things when some of these places. I mean, most of the time in a restaurant, either have like a grease fire or something like that. Wouldn't they know if it was from like where they were cooking? Now they said something about this. I don't know. Denny's used to be open 24 hours, but does this place? I guess they said that maybe closed at 11:30 or something. One of the news agencies was reporting here in Kansas City. I don't know. I just found that kind of odd. And I think about certain things because there's lots of stuff here that's gone on here in Kansas City and in Missouri where, you know, when things go south or businesses aren't doing good, that they burn down and stuff. I used to think about Osage Beach. And, you know, there was Denny Hilton and Lee Mace. And they pretty much owned a lot of property down there. And there was strip malls that pop up, and then there would be strip malls. If they weren't doing good, they'd just burn down all at once, and you'd see another strip mall popping up somewhere else. But it just makes me think about all this. And I think about the Hereford House. I worked at one place, it was called Citywide Chemical, for 3 years down there downtown. And that Hereford House and how it, you know, pretty much went down there too. No, and then I don't even like to think about some of the things I heard from a gentleman that I worked with there. He had to go over there. He actually went down in I guess they had like a basement area, and he told me that they actually had rats that were down where the food and stuff was, down there below. Not good, guys. Some of these places you would believe. I mean, some of the stuff I've seen, I mean, out at Westport, there's I don't know if it's still out there or not, there was a Chinese place in the strip mall, and actually their Hobart machine wasn't working. So I worked around a whole bunch of different things, a lot of different places and stuff, seen a lot of different, and if the Hobart machine isn't working properly and heating, it won't actually sterilize those dishes, okay? So if you don't have good hot scalding water and all that, you're pretty much, you know, you can get bacteria. And this Chinese restaurant, it had been, I mean, I know it went for a good month without having anything cleaning any of it down there, downtown here. See, they used to check all that stuff. I don't know if they check any of it anymore. But, yeah. Well, anyway, guys, that's about all I know for right now. Getting ready to hit for the zoo. I just wanted to get that out there about that Raytown school bus because, man, I don't know. It just did not look good. And everything is tied with that blue view up here. Seems like nothing good comes of any of that stuff. And you never know what they're doing. So anyway, keep your eyes open and stay safe out there.